Yeah, fall back too close. You ain't even know me. Trust my brothers from.
It just feel like black women can never be good enough for black men. Y'all say y'all want natural women, but we wear our hair natural, and it's really if you're natural and you have a curly hair pattern that y'all like, not if you're natural and you have a 4C.
That's not true at all. Speak for some men, not all, because remember, we have to speak for the majority, not the minority. And majority of men doesn't even know the difference between the 4C or a non-C or whatever she just explained, because I really don't know, to be honest with you. I've always been an advocate for women rocking their natural hair because it displays confidence. And for the men out there that's, saying that they want a woman with natural hair, but they're still talking to women, regardless if they don't have that of what they seek of, men will still be men at the end of the day. Men still want to get their rocks off. Men still want to be around women. So regardless if they're kind of contradicting themselves about what they want, that doesn't speak for all men. It's a lot of men like myself is not going against those standards. We want a woman that's natural. We like a woman with a natural face. We like a woman with a natural body. We rather our women hit the gym than, to get the body modifications from Dr. Miami or go to DR, Columbia and get these bot surgeries. You get what I'm saying? So it's a lot of us black men that love black women. You get what I'm saying? If you look statistically, it's a lot of black men that's married to black women. But let's continue.
Y'all say y'all don't like makeup, but then y'all get the girls who wear makeup. It's just so confusing to us, and I feel like usually the men are supposed to be the head, right? So if the man is the head, then y'all are leading the conversation, and y'all are leading the trend of why we dress and do the things that we do, because ultimately...
That's not facts. We do not lead the trend of anything that women do. Women have their own minds, they have their own ideologies, and they have their own walks of life, and they don't listen to men at all. We've been preaching about this for years. You get what I'm saying? It's been decades men been talking about this, but women just don't listen. This is not even a component of leadership. When you talk about leadership, you speaking in regards to a dating dynamic and courtship. Right now, this is all physical based. A black man being attracted to a black woman. And in this scenario, we desire our woman to be natural. I don't understand how a lot of women try to run with a different narrative instead of sticking to the point. But let's continue.
Is to get a man, right? I mean, usually, not for all women, but for most women, is to get a man. So we're going to do what's going to attract you. I mean, it's just basic nature. Like, if you look at the animals and all that, they do what's going to attract their mate.
If a lot of y'all did exactly what we stated that we wanted, then it wouldn't be most women walking around here looking like ants. It wouldn't be a lot of women walking around here with all this makeup on. It won't be a lot of women walking around here with 30-inch bust downs. You get what I'm saying? I like the fro days back in the day. I think that was very attractive, but we don't want to get back to that essence of that beauty or, the pixie cuts, the braids, the locks. You can really be versatile with your natural hair. I mean, it doesn't really take much. If you take care of your hair, it will take care of you. But a lot of black women spend so much time covering their hair than actually performing effective maintenance to it. You get what I'm saying? And then they say, oh yeah, it's a protective style. Just be honest. You insecure about your hair, so you want to cover it up because you don't like the hair that grows out of your head. I have locks. You get what I'm saying? I'm not sitting here going and putting a toupee on my head and doing everything like that. Men, we come as we are. We fat, we fat. If we short, we short. If we are unattractive, we unattractive. It's maybe like a small percentage of men out there that's, getting the add-ons with the extra braids, adding hair. But a lot of us men don't do that. And women can be the worst critics of us. But as soon as when we say, look, we just want y'all natural. Oh, you hate women. You don't like women. You should just be with a man. It's crazy, man. But let's continue.
So we do the same thing. So I'm just curious, like, why does it seem like it's so tough for black men and black women to just love each other and love each other genuinely and not have all these stipulations that we put on one another that we don't?
I tell you why it's tough, because we're not unified. You got the women being combative. You got the women being insufferable. You got the women acting irate. A lot of black men is just not gravitating to that. You can want black men and women to do better, but how do we make this change if it doesn't start in house? Our women have to start being women again. Our women have to start being feminine again. I understand that men need to definitely step up and do their things as a man, but as a whole, it's a lot of our women, their expectations are higher than ever before. They come with kids from another man and they telling you need to make 100 to 200 grand a year. You get what I'm saying? Social media has given them this entitlement, but you want us to lead effectively. A man cannot lead effectively unless the woman is a good follower. And we could all come to the consensus of saying that we haven't been unified for a long time. It's a lot of black men that's stepping out and marrying other women, of course, but there's also a lot of black men that love black women. You just haven't ran into that black man yet, or you probably overlooked the black man that likes you and cares about you, and you friend zoned him. So don't put it on all us black men, man. It's a lot of us out here that still want black women, that's still making kids and families and wives with black women. You might have to change your circle. You might have to change your preference of men. Maybe you dealing with toxic men. Maybe you dealing with men that's your type. Maybe you need to step outside of your horizons and try something different. That's the only way that I can tell you that it might work out for you. But doing the same thing over and over, expecting different result, what is that called? Insanity. A lot of women have a type. He got to be 6 feet. He got to make 6 figures. He got to be well endowed. They want the whole pot, but what do they come with? Nothing. Problems, issues, kids from other men, harboring pain from their past relationships. What do you bring to the table that makes a man even feel like you're deserving of his resources and his time? We don't talk about that a lot. Women are taught in a household what to expect from the man, but not how they can be a wife or a girlfriend to him. Girl, you better make sure he don't take you here. You better make sure he take you here. You a queen. You this, you that. He better do the most for you. This stuff is rooted in house. The way that you operate is based on how you've been brought up. Your parenting, how they taught you, is what you put out there in the earth. And then sometimes you have parents that, were positive examples of what to do and how to conduct yourself in marriages and relationships. But a lot of y'all went astray because you listening to social media. You listening to your homegirls. You a girl's girl, so you don't want to listen to men. And this is always the reaction to the action. Let's continue.
Don't put on other races when we date outside of our own race. So it's no hate. It's just really the question. And I'm just sick of the hate that we spew against each other when we should just be loving one another. And it's nothing wrong if you feel like you want to date outside of your race. I'm just saying, when you date outside of your race, why do you have to hate black women so bad? Why do you have to feel like you have to put this other race over black women and make it feel like they're...
Are they hating black women, or they're just stating the obvious? The man can display his experiences with dating black women, and it shouldn't come off as being hating or, you're bashing them. He's just giving you the examples of the differences between dating a black woman and dating a woman of another race. I don't feel like anything is wrong with it. Women do it on the app every day. Women do it on social media all the time. You got more women bashing black men than ever before. You got more panderers bashing black men than ever before. Black men are always getting the finger pointed at them. You're not doing this. You're not doing that. You're not upholding the household. You're not being a good provider. You're not being romantic. The finger's always pointed at the black man, but when are these women going to start holding themselves accountable of the reason why a lot of black men are marrying outside of their race? Maybe it's something wrong with you, the reason why he's doing that. Take some accountability. Maybe you need to do some soul searching. Like I stated before, it starts from in home. It starts with you. You can change the narrative of your life. You can start being a certain way, and then by the way that you are, you can definitely reflect change in the men that you encounter. Because a man's going to notice how you moving, he's going to gravitate to that. Based on how you conduct yourself as a woman is the determining factor of what he wants with you in the future. But let's continue.
Better, and that's why you chose that was the better option, when that's just not the case. Women are women regardless of the color. We all have the same traits for the most part. It doesn't matter if it's black, white, Asian, Mexican, Indian, whatever you choose. Women are going to be women.
That's not true. That is a falsehood in every facet. That is false. Asian women don't act like black women. White women don't act like black women. And I'm not putting this on all black women, because I know some very well poised, submissive, understanding, loyal black women. They all around me. They're my family members, my friends. I know some personally. But they're in a small bracket of their own, because in a majority sense, you see our black women doing the most. They putting themselves out there on social media for likes and follows. Every video you see, they shaking their ass. It's definitely not the same. And you cannot group all the women in the same category and say every woman acts the same just because they're women. Nope. But I would like to know what y'all feel about this video in the comment section below. Like, share, and subscribe. Peace.